So some of you guys probably already know that I love industrial buildings, industrial aesthetic, warehouse conversions, all of that good stuff. I can't get enough of it. So recently I found a really cool build on the gallery of what was called a dead factory by Marquez93. So shout out to Marquez, I love your work. And I thought it was perfect to turn into a factory home. And that's what we're gonna be doing today. So this is what it looks like in game. This is the original factory. Started off looking pretty decrepit, pretty old, overgrown. There's some weird stuff around the place. I love the sign on top of the building. It's like its only use is to advertise. And I definitely wanted to keep as much of it as possible. And then this area here on the left, we're gonna open that up into like a big glass lounge area. It's gonna look so good. There's also a few staircases around the place. Let's jump on inside. So on the lower level, it's pretty empty. It's just got heaps of stains and overgrown bits and bobs everywhere. And upper floor is pretty interesting because it's got this old music studio here and just some artsy kind of stuff and a camera, graffiti on the walls. And I'm gonna recycle a couple of those objects too, as if they were like vintage speakers and a vintage camera. What I thought was really interesting about this level is that there's this, I suppose, window corridor right here. So I thought that was kind of cool too. So really what I wanted to do is just treat this like it was a real build in real life, keep most of the structure and just kind of give it a facelift and make it livable without losing the look and feel of it. So the first thing I did when jumping into the game is to just clean up the whole factory. We gotta get rid of those stains, we gotta get rid of all the newspaper and icky stuff. But one thing I wanted to do was keep some of the objects that were in that strange music room. So I think I kept the vintage camera, we're gonna call it a vintage camera, and then also the speakers from there. I just thought a couple of things would be nice to keep, and this room downstairs that was basically all dirt, I just had to add a flooring to that as well because I wanted to utilize all of that. In terms of the build, this side I thought would be perfect to have like a pocket of glazing, like glass on an angle. I felt like an angled glass roof would kind of give a nod to the angular roof that the factory originally had, but also look very modern and let a lot of natural light in. Because one thing is, if you're going to renovate like a warehouse or factory in The Sims, usually it kind of looks really dark, really big, not very homely at all. So this was a way of just, I guess, letting in some natural light and warmth. And even though it makes the space a little bit smaller, we have so much space to play around with, it's not much of a loss. So right here, I was trying to figure out how best to do it. Did I want to keep it as a rectangular room underneath glass, or was I just gonna open up the whole thing? And in the end, I just decided to open up the whole thing, so the ceiling is just glass. And then from the Star Wars Batu pack, I actually found a big archway, big modern basic archway in Bite-a-Bug mode. So with one of the cheats, you can get into Bite-a-Bug mode, and it's a great arch and it was perfect. So we used that, and that's going to become a lounge room. And then you can see here where we had the corridor of windows, I've taken that down, I've pushed the flooring out a bit, and it's going to be a railing where you can look down onto the floor below with some really nice big industrial columns that we got with the Eco Lifestyle. Just because the factory was just so big, I didn't need all the floor space. And the other thing was, it was just so like, how do I explain it? It felt so closed in, like adding a railing and the ability to see below kind of makes it look a little bit more dynamic and also a little less blocky. So that's what I decided to do. And then downstairs, when you walk into the place, there is this big open lounge room where you can also see the columns, and it kind of would suit a family that has a few things to show off. It's almost like a gallery home. So if your Sims had some awards or collectibles, if they went to the jungle and got all the collectibles from the temples, this would be the perfect house for them to show everything off in, because it's got that gallery feel to it. And the big factory windows are from Moschino Pack. I think originally the builder had used windows from City Living, which I love. I think those windows are great. The only thing is they have a blue tinge to the outside of them, which for me isn't my vibe. I prefer like just the clear basic ones. So I used these Moschino windows as if they had always been there, but they're just a little less colored. Then upstairs, this is the kitchen. Originally, I thought we'd go with the stainless steel kitchen, but then because we got the new kitchen kit pack, I thought, oh, this is a great opportunity to use that kitchen pack because it does have the industrial look to it. Even though it's technically more of a country kitchen, I thought that looked really nice. And I love the Strangerville industrial light just on the right. A good thing about The Sims 4 is there's a lot of packs that have industrial inspired elements and pieces to them. So for example, Strangerville, Get to Work has a lot of industrial pieces, Country Kitchen, Moschino, City Living. There's a lot that kind of draw from that aesthetic. So that was easy to use. And I am using a bit of custom content too. There are so many great custom content packs out right now that I thought it would be, I don't know, I just can't stop using custom content. It's so good. It's so hard to tell the difference between custom content and the Sims 4 content these days. Like they just do such a good job, some of these creators. So, you know, had to use that. Also, I loved using the recycled, I'll do quote unquote recycled chairs from Eco Lifestyle. Those chairs, the brown ones at the dining table, are usually what you find when you go dumpster diving, but you can unlock them in the game using a cheat. So I got those out. I just thought they looked really good in this place because they are vintage looking. They're brown. A lot of factories made older chairs, so I thought that was kind of cool. I mean, maybe it was a chair factory, who knows? And yeah, it's starting to shape up well. And then I used these fabricated rugs from Eco Lifestyle as well. I thought they looked kind of interesting, layered and a bit dynamic, and also bring a bit of color into the place. It can look very, very cold if you wanted it to be like cold, basic, modern type of house. You could totally do that. But I thought I'd warm it up and make it look a little eclectic with those rugs just mismatched. And then there's a piano there as well. That is the perfect place for a piano, as well as a fluorescent light behind the piano, which you'll see all of this when I tour it in just a little bit. We'll go into game and tour it so you can actually see what it looks like without being sped up. But yeah, I thought it was good to use a fluorescent light up here as well, because fluorescent lights have, for a long time, been lights on factories. They are very industrial looking, so it just seems to suit this house really well. And then this is the lounge sunroom that we created just before, and I just wanted it to be a nice space to lounge, enjoy the sunlight, or sit under the stars later on. Originally, I was going to put the dining table under there, but I found that the dining table clipped into the glass, so it wasn't high enough really to put a dining table in. So the lounge is just set back a little bit, so the glass kind of comes down over the Sim's head and they can see out fully, which I think in real life would be pretty awesome to look out of. And I love the fact that it's got the kind of factory grid lines on the glass as well, because it just suits the building really nicely. I mean, I think just like a plain pane of glass would have looked really nice, but this definitely gives off that factory feel even more so. And these are just some layered tables. I think they came from Tiny Living stuff there. Just playing around with them, seeing what might work. And those chairs or those lounges are from the fitness stuff pack. So I really like those chairs, but I usually piece them together to kind of create an L-shaped couch and then a lounge on either side. It's also a great area to put a whole heap of plants. But I thought, you know what, it kind of looks a bit messy, so we just put a couple of plants in there. You could totally turn that section into your own indoor gardening space for your Sims to make money. That would be actually pretty cool. You could do a lot of things with that space actually, like paint a mural on the ground with the murals from City Living, a music room, art room, gym. You could go to town with that little space, but I like the lounge room area with a few things in there. And then downstairs is where we're going to have the bedrooms. And then to the left of the kitchen, we're going to have a snug or TV room. So it's going to have, I guess this is the formal lounge room, you could say. And I had also forgotten to put a wall in there. So now we have a proper wall. And yeah, I love the balustrade. We're putting some fairy lights here. The fairy lights are just from the holiday stuff. Holiday stuff is free with your game. You've just got to update it and you can get that. So I thought these lights were kind of cute. Oh wait, originally we used the holiday stuff lights, which are very 2D looking. So then I put toddler stuff pack lights in. And these are more they're three-dimensional looking. That's basically the difference between the lights, but they do sit on or connect to poles or posts. So my way of hiding the post was to use the move objects on sheet and intersect them with the pillars or the columns that we've used. So I thought that was cute. And then I thought it would also be nice to kind of hang some of them over this lounge area. If you imagine seeing those fairy lights above you in the starry night, it would be quite festive and pretty. And I just think it works with this build. It also makes it feel a little warmer. That was pretty cool. In terms of the bedrooms downstairs, once we get to them, I've actually done only 2 bedrooms, like furnished like regular bedrooms, the master bedroom, second bedroom. And then the third bedroom is both an office and it has a Murphy bed as well. But if you wanted to, you could totally have your Sims make it into just a bedroom, kids' room, what have you, or just an office. But I thought it was a good way to allow that room to be a bit more versatile. So you guys can do whatever you want with it. I'll also be listing the custom content that I used in this build in the description down below. So if you want to download it, I am using a lot of different packs from Sims 4, but you can also download that custom content. I tend to use the same custom content all the time. I don't like to get too much CC from different places, so you'll find that I use the same packs over and over again from creators that I know and trust and really like what they do. Not to say I'm not open to other CC, but I guess I don't want to overcrowd my game with custom content from lots and lots of different websites. It's also very difficult to keep track of if I want to share it with you guys. But these curtains are, oh wait, no, that's a Dine Out curtain. For a second, I thought that was CC, but it's not. That curtain was from Dine Out. And the brick walls, I think, are also from Dine Out. So there's a couple of pieces there that are handy. And then there's the big TV. These cabinets are CC that I was just testing out then. We don't end up using the cabinets, but we end up using, we don't end up using the counters, but we may end up using these cabinets. And these are from Harrie and Felix Andre's. Oh, actually, I gotta check that. I think it's from their Livin set. That's their latest collab. I just want to double check though, because Harrie also did a kitchen by themselves. No, it's Harrie's latest kitchen, I think, which I'll get the name of. Harrie Kitchen, because it is very impressive. Very, very impressive. I'll just get that up in a second. And I really like this room. I think it's very easy for rooms like this, like just a TV room, to kind of look like a movie room, which it's kind of funny, but I hate cinema rooms. I don't like going to the movies. I get really bad anxiety and I just don't like the huge screen, the huge sounds, all the crowds. I just don't like the experience at all. So I don't like recreating a cinema room in a home either. I find it dark, too much carpet, like it's just not for me. So my aim for this room was to make it really look like a lounge room and quite nice. So it's got some nice blue furniture, it's got a bright rug, it's got this nice big bay view window coming off it. There's another industrial light there. So yeah, that was good. I still can't see, maybe it wasn't just Harrie made this lounge pack. I'm so, this kitchen pack. I'm so confused now. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So it was just by Harrie. It's called Brownstone Kitchen Collection. It's a banger of a kitchen. It's amazing. I also did a review video on it not long ago. And yes, the cupboards are from that kitchen. It's a great set if you want to put it in your game. So yeah, Harrie. I have so many good things to say about them. An amazing creator. And then this is just like a little office nook. You know, you can put whatever you want here, but it's a nice space to utilize. And this could definitely be a real family home. I mean, you could have like a pet area back there. You could turn this into a playroom. I mean, there's a lot of lounge rooms in the house right now. There's 3 lounge rooms because you have the one downstairs, you have the TV snug, and the sunroom. So, or this could be another bedroom as well, or butler's room. You know, There's plenty of ideas for this house. You can go to town with it. And the walls, I think the grey wall is from Eco Lifestyle as well, or Jungle Adventure. Their walls are kind of similar because they're textured with a lot of grey colors, but I'm pretty sure that's Eco Lifestyle. And then the wood on the back wall, oh gosh, I can't remember. Oh, I love green tea. I think that wood might have been from Cats and Dogs. I know the flooring's from Get Famous. That's the great studio flooring. I love it because it's very like it looks like reclaimed timber or old stage flooring. It's very convincing. These curtains again from Dine Out. Oh, the wall behind the TV, that's from Spa Day. You know, it's probably a good memory exercise trying to remember where the items come from in terms of packs. The couch is from Paranormal Stuff. I should do like a competition with another Sims Sims YouTuber who can pick where the items are from the quickest. And you know what? I don't know where that set of planters are from. I cannot remember. And I can't remember where that coffee table is from either. But the reason why I keep telling you guys where different items are from is because I get asked a lot in comments like where certain pieces are from. So that's why I always tell you guys. So yeah, just saving there. Always save your game. Now these kind of hexagonal rooms were tricky because what are you meant to put in there when they're stacked? And I figured it was probably easiest to make these into bathrooms. So originally I was going to go with this crazy green orange veined marble floor just because I never used it and I thought it would be fun and kind of look crazy. But in the end, I actually go with probably a color scheme not everyone's going to like, but I went with sand, ecru colors, so off-white, kind of creamy colors, buttery colors. And I did that because recently I've been looking into house renovations and because I just love looking at before and after pictures. And I've just been loving warm bathrooms. I don't know, it's just for me. So I kind of created what I've been looking at in magazines. And I have to say, sometimes when you see something in real life and try and recreate it in The Sims 4, it does not translate nearly as well or do the trend justice in real life. I feel like this didn't translate too well from what I was looking at in real life, but I think it looks okay. I'm curious to see what you guys think of the bathrooms, but right now we haven't finished it off yet. I'm still playing around with colors. It was at the moment when I discovered this, what's it called? Where you wash your hands, basin, could come in that ecru color, or we could call it clay color. And then I kind of played this game of matchy-matchy with the same colored walls. And then I was trying to figure out what kind of tiles we could use. And I thought the new country kitchen kit flooring was fun just because I haven't used it before. And that's why I decided to go with that color scheme. It's a bit weird, but I think it is very modern at the moment, a bit of a trend to go for those colors that are a bit warmer, a bit more clay-like. And yeah, I was trying out a Moroccan light, but it didn't work. I actually really like these mid-century lights that came with Get Famous. I think Get Famous. I thought they were really nice. And like things like circular mirrors seems to be really in right now, or curves and arches. I really want to get more arches in the game that are curved but not as traditional looking, that are a bit more modern looking. So fingers crossed that we get some of those. And then because these rooms are so small, I just put a freestanding shower in there. So there's no glass or anything. It's kind of just like a shower room, which probably isn't ideal. I could have expanded the room just a little bit, but I didn't want to move the placement of that factory window. So, you know, you can change the bathrooms if it's not for you, but I thought it was a bit of a different look. I liked it. And then I also tried the snow escape tiled walls too. I can't remember if I kept those. No, I guess I did. Looking back on this, I prefer the plain walls there. And then you got a little siding of the floor plan for downstairs. Basically, there's the main bathroom on this floor, followed by an ensuite here for the master bedroom, and then another one of the rooms I think I have have a bathroom, and then there's a powder room upstairs as well. So in total, there's 4 bathrooms. So your Sims are gonna have plenty of options when they go pee-pee time. They're not gonna be peeing themselves on this lot. I think I might have even put a poo-hoo bush at the front. Maybe, possibly. And I just fenced off the back area as well. So there's like a bit of a garden and put some trees in because it was looking just like a massive dirt patch when I first started this. Now downstairs is really interesting because I was going for all dark woods in this build. Usually I don't go for dark and light woods, but I absolutely loved the door I used on this build because I think it was a snowy escape door that I've never used before. You'll see it in a little while, but it's like a light wood. And it kind of looked like it could be a door for a farmhouse. So I kind of went farm industrial door for this build. I guess because farm, a lot of things that are on a farm, like in terms of building and machinery or machineries, they're all very industrial looking. So farm and industrial kind of go together, or cottage industrial work. So it's kind of not surprising to put a door there that looks a little farmy. It works. Also, these coffee tables I'm playing around with right now, they're by Grim Cookies. This is Grim Cookies' first go at doing furniture. He's a custom content creator who usually focuses on creator sim, but is starting to expand to build and buy, which I'm so excited about because he's so talented. So I thought I would use that. And then the lights hanging down, they're from Moschino Pack. And originally I was going for this like dark look of having the dark couches, the deep green rug, and it was nice, but the building was looking really dark. And like I was mentioning earlier, sometimes when you try and turn something like this into a home, it just ends up looking, I guess, dark, severe, a bit gloomy because it is so industrial. There's no warmth to it or brightness. So in a little while, we're going to completely change the look and feel of this room, and it's going to suddenly become very bright and warm. And I much prefer it. I think everyone's different. I mean, if you prefer this, like, that's all fine. But I just left this in here because I think it's interesting to see how you go from one style to the other. And my suggestion is, if you're in The Sims 4 and you just don't like something, take a break, go make a cup of tea, go for a run or something, do some star jumps, whatever, and then come back to it. Because I think I might have come back to this room, maybe. I don't know, but it just looks so much better when we brighten it up, in my opinion. And I love these items. They're from, I think those wood panels are from Eco Lifestyle. I never use them, but they're pretty cool. I kind of wish that they didn't have the horizontal lines in them. I'm sure it must be referencing something in real life, so it probably makes total sense. But I would have liked just kind of plain walls, because the only vertical wide cladding we have is from Dine Out, and it's got like silver bits in between and not that many swatches. So yeah, soon we're about to brighten it up. And I think I put a TV down here. Oh, this is when I'm trying to put a cheat in. I think I was trying to unlock the big TV. We will see in a second. I am the worst with cheats. I can never remember cheats. I need them written on my hand or something. I don't know why after all of these years, I just don't have like a sticky note on my computer screen where I can just write them down. I need to do that. It would make life so much easier. But yeah, there's another TV in here. I was thinking about hanging plants, but didn't go with that. I felt like it looked a little bit too bohemian for this style of home. And I love these recycled chairs from Eco Lifestyle too. I feel like Eco Lifestyle had so many items that I use all the time. Like, not even just for this build, but I just use them all the time. There's the door. Don't you guys love it? I love that it's like big and oversized. Kind of like a warehouse door, but farmy. Super cute. And we're also gonna put some items to display along the windows too, because it's kind of an odd skinny corridor beyond the pillars. So I thought the best way to utilize it was to put in some interesting gallery types of things to look at. And yeah, now we're brightening up the space. So I think it started with the rugs. No, I was inspired by the front door. Then I was inspired by the rugs. And then bit by bit, we brightened it up and it's looking pretty good. We've got the lighter blue couches. Those couches from base game are very industrial looking too. Like they've got metal and reclaimed wood around them. It's quite a random design for base game. Like, I don't know if I'm missing something, if this is like a couch that everyone has in the US. I don't know. I've never seen couches like that before, so I thought it was kind of like, oh, all right. And yeah, voila. We just changed the flooring to concrete. I mean, which works. This whole thing was probably just built on concrete. And then it's just a little lighter and brighter, and I love this room. I think it came together really nicely, and we have so many windows too. It gets a whole heap of natural light. And I think just by changing the colors, it just looks so much better. And this might be one of my favorite builds now. Like, I know I didn't build the whole thing, but my favorite renovations for sure. Absolutely. And you'll see I've kept the original speakers from the factory underneath the staircase. The staircase is from Get to Work, one of my favorite staircases and railings in the game. And then I was trying a few different tables here. That one looked a bit too glam. I was gonna use this mirrored one from Paranormal Stuff. That looks cool. It took me a while to figure out exactly what I wanted to do. And I'm so excited to walk you guys through this build to show it off to you. So make sure you let me know in the comments down below what you think. If you want to download it, my username's Deligracy, and make sure to tick the filtering box on the gallery to show custom content, because it does have custom content in it. So you won't be able to find it without ticking that box. All right, let's jump into the game. All right, so here's the factory. I ended up making a little extension where our kitchen is in like white on the end. I thought that was a nice modern extension. I didn't think we needed any more floor space, but it was good to even it up a bit. And then we've got this kind of outdoor area, which is nice. You could end up putting a pool or whatever there. We've still got the original sign on the roof. There's also a window escape balcony up here where you can put plants and all of that. And then this is the front of the house with our farmy door. And I created a bit of an awning above it, which I thought made it look like it had more of a statement. We've still got lots of the industrial pieces of wall decor around the sides as well, but I think this side is the coolest side because you've got that big window. You've also got these bay windows over here, which I really like. And I also like these double panes of glass just here. I thought that was pretty cool, like a nice strip of glass there. It's sick. I mean, am I allowed to say my own build is sick? I don't know. When you go into the front door, this is what you'll see. It's not bad. I mean, I would be impressed if I walked into a place looking like this. Got some old typewriters and like the bathtub with plants in it, kind of random. It's a little bit junky, but it looks like there's just found objects, which I think makes total sense for this build. I also found this wire thing in build and buy mode, which I thought was kind of cool as a little industrial cabinet for the corner. And I think Grim Cookie's table looks really, really nice here, and the Moschino lights hanging down. The Moschino factory doors are pretty cool. Then it's got the old speakers there and the cool industrial staircase. The bedrooms I didn't show you on in this video, making them just because the video was going for so long. But this is the office I was telling you guys about with the Murphy bed. So this will fold down to a bed if you want it. Otherwise it can be just used as like a nice cozy office with a vintage looking desk and lamp. I really wanted to use a lot of items that looked like they'd been reused. Then in here's the master suite, which is quite minimal in a way, but I think it's nice. It's definitely a little bit more darker because I know a lot of the time I just go for lighter things, and I wanted to show you guys, yes, I can have darker items as well. And then this bedside table is by Little Dica, which is awesome, from the Sleek Slumber pack. Love this little corner here with the bay view window, super cute. Over here is the bathroom, very nice with the shower. Double wardrobe space, love that. Through here's another bedroom. Now this one I thought it would be fun to make it look very strong in terms of the mid-century vibe. So we have a desk here, and then bam, this is mid-century with a lot of color. I just thought, I gave you guys a darker bedroom. Let's have like a bright bedroom in here. And then they have a little bathroom in here as well, and a bathtub, which is pretty good. And then around here is another bathroom. So plenty of bathrooms in this space. What I really love about this stair landing is that we've got some shelves in the corner, and these shelves are cool because they're actually made out of metal. So again, going with that industrial look. Random objects up there. It looks a little bit more glamorous with the pink fluorescent light and a lot of black shiny things like the crystal and the fragmented vase. And then here's the old camera that we originally found here on display. Then you walk on in. This is where the table is, the balcony space. We've got this gorgeous lounge room over here. The lights are kind of glitching out a bit, but there is another string of lights. Love this dining table, lots of fun. And I mean, I would love to sit here. Like, I want to go here in real life and just relax with a cup of tea. It looks just, looks so relaxing. And then this is our industrial kitchen. And I thought it was nice to have the addition of these. What are these? I mean, they're from the Batu pack, but they just kind of work there, those shelves. They're made out of a steel metal basket or something. A few shelves on the side, industrial lamps, bathroom in here. So that's your upstairs bathroom. And then over here, I kind of love having a window into the kitchen as well. I just thought that looks kind of cool. But in here, this is our TV snug area, and also a little study nook and a nice big window out here that you can paint from. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you'd like to see next, and if you enjoyed it, and if you're into the industrial vibe, or if it's not your thing at all. Let me know. Anyway, I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world, and I look forward to speaking to y'all soon. Dag dag!